Merhaba YouTube, hoş geldiniz. Bugün tris meselesini ortadan kaldıracağız ilk bölümümüzde. Bir sonraki bölümde de Sikelige'ye gidiyoruz arkadaşlar. Hadi bakalım. Biraz da orada puan kasalım. Hadi. Önce bir tris meselesini aradan çıkartalım. Yani sevmediğim insan, kişiliksiz, hain Tris'in evine gidiyoruz. Yani çok bir şey varmış gibi niye Tris'le beni uğraştırıyorsunuz? Bu arada bir dakika. Şeylerin seviyeleri kaçta giyecektim ben onları? Ben kedi zırhı yaptırtmadım mı ya? Yaptırtmış olmam lazım. Abi kedi zırhını yaptırtmadım mı? Bir dakika. Ben kedi zırhını buldum değil mi? Kedi okulu birinci kısım, Griffin, kedi okulu terfi üçüncü, ikinci. Tamam almışız. Ama yaptırtmadık değil mi? Tamam. Tris meselesinde.
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Want you gone by the time I count to 3. 1,
Hear that?
2,
Ooh, look he. Thinks he can scare us off.
3.
Keep it together, lads. Keep it together, lads. This one.
Gel lan gel.
Don't. No more, please.
Aldınız mı ağzınızın payını?
There's the sorceress who lived here.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Mor size çok yakışıyor.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the putrid grove.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumor has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
Like you.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though. Ask a beggar, or spot yourself a thief, follow him. Beggars and thieves got to pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply. And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove. Someone called for me. Wonder why.
İten çomağı hazırla.
It's Menger. Temple guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Evet bu
Think
konuda
that
size
gives you the
katılıyorum.
right to steal her property.
Well, sorcerers, mages of all
Bu
types are
konuda size
outlaws.
katılıyorum.
But
Evet.
by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
NPC kafayı yedi.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Hadi bakalım.
I haven't done anything wrong.
But you will. Sooner or later.
Ama
you'll
evet
suffer
yapacağız.
what causes trouble. And this city's mine to protect.
Hadi lan oradan.
Mine. And the eternal fires.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Rodovit'in bundan haberi var mı?
But just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake. It's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it. And when I do, it'll be standard procedure. Like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air.
Tabii tabii.
Be seeing you.
Ha. Bir senior. Tüh. Neyse. Şunun evini bir yağmalayalım da biraz para bir şeyler bulalım. Bir şeyler satacak bir şeyler lazım. Anama bak ya. Oo güzel yerde yaşıyorsun ha.
Airbrush. Only ever known Triss to use one like this. Herbs, roots. Triss turned to healing.
Artık healing mi? Başka bir şey mi? Hop güherçli.
Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
Beter olsun. Abi Triss'e çok sinirliyim ya. Vallahi bak. Triss'e acayip sinirliyim.
Triss's. Never knew her to drop them on the floor. The rose of remembrance. All dried up.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
Bravo, Winter. I've material for another ballad.
What next? Discretionary tribute to benefit Britannia or exile?
Gördüm seni.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Stop! Thief!
Take pity on me, misery, good folk, and aid a man crippled by misfortune.
Word is nothing's free in Novigrad.
Oh, none of them come bursting with questions. Now, where do you folk gain the idea we beggars know everything? I need to see this and I need to find that one who robbed me brother. Fuck if I know.
There's this place in Novigrad they call the Putrid Grove.
Aye, it's about right. Well, Novigrad's full of nooks and crannies with odd names. Looking to sightsee, buy a bloody map.
Heard men like you frequent this alley.
And I've heard they fed you all shit and you smiled and ate it.
Oh.
Now, don't mean no offence. Go in peace.
Hmm.
Eat the kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta adjust the good position where they toss the leftovers.
Neyse bir kere daha hırsız muhabbetini yapacağız.
Any needs, monster?
Evet bir hırsız daha geldi. Aha gördüm seni. Hop. Nereye kayboldun lan? Ah. Ha. Ne bakıyorsun? Ne bakıyorsun?
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close. He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
It's overripe sheep's feet.
Who can afford a witcher in this day and age?
Nothing doing. Something rings.
I'm the guards. Where's the thugs?
Bakalım. Bir dakika. Bir dakika. Ha. Tamam. Korktum bir an. Sıkıntı çünkü. Aa, şimdi Assassin's olsaydım çoktan çatılardan takip ediyor olurdum rahat rahat.
Presence is in front of the eternal fire.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Witcher mı bu da her şeyi sensiz diyecek Allah aşkına. O kadar da abartmayalım şu NPC'yi. Hop sakin ol.
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close. He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer me things.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Benim daha güzel bir fikrim var.
I won't pay. Let me in.
I won't pay. Let me in. Hah, açılıyor mu? Heh. Şimdi dur bir dakika. Bismillah diyelim. Günün ilk güventini açıyorum arkadaşlar. Önce bir satılıkları var görelim hemen. Hiçbir şey, o da güzel. Tamam yani. Bu arada 120 olmuş üstümüz. Hadi bakayım. Ah, Tursant'a gidip Gwent oynamak istiyorum. Ay. Dam dararam dam dam dararam dararam dararam dararam dararam dararam. Abi. Abim yapma. Neden? Na na na na na na na. Ho ho ho. Tam oyun bizde çünkü bütün kartları buradan çekti. Pas geçmeyeydin iyiydi ama pas geçtim, ne yapabilirim? El benim arkadaşım, boşuna uğraşma. İstersen de Eredin oyna, gene de el benim. Hiç sıkıntı değil. Çağır hepsini. Çağır. Çağır. Ha, ne oldu? Ne oldu yani? Ha, hadi çağır bakayım. Al. Ya, ne yaparım? Böyle yaparım. Tamam mı? Bunu buradan çıkartırım. Tamam. Hihi. Bakayım ben ne yapacağım görelim şimdi. Bakalım. Hop. Bak şimdi. Bunu alıyorsun. Bunu seçiyorsun. Buradan böyle hop 80'i görüyorsun. Basılı tuttun. Güzel. Teşekkür ederim. Görüşürüz. Bir de yoklayacağım ben. Ama Truviel. Oo güzel.
See you.
Başka var mı bir şey alınacak? Aldık mı? Allah razı olsun.
What ails you? Can't see out one eye below. Picked him as well.
How are things?
Good. More
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Gereksiz burada.
high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Geralt? Ne var?
Atris.
Bakışa bak bakışa.
See you
Allah'ım
two know each other.
bakışına tüküreyim.
See you two know each other well.
Maalesef evet.
I was curious whether you managed to find
Maalesef
me
iyi
a witcher.
tanıyoruz birbirimizi ya.
Am I mistaken? Or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with two swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these
Yeah.
days.
could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well crafted. See, Witcher, I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Okay.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural.
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because like I see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along.
Ha bak şu gülüşüyor, bu beni deli ediyor ya. Sevmiyorum ben bu kızı arkadaşlar. Birinci ve ikinci oyundan dolayı bilenler bilir. Sadece o değil, kitaplarda da.
Helping me to survive, actually.
Yere,
6 months
yere.
ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold party.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely,
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
her. Here. No, impossible.
Niye?
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
O kadar yapmacıksın ki Triss. Var ya gerçekten. Sevmiyorum kızım seni. Hani nefret ediyorum, hani bilesin. Hani seni bir kaşık suda boğasım var. O kadar yani. Tereyağı bıçağı lütfen.
Hello, Clue. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten
Bu
them.
NPC'lerin neyi var ya?
Sweat up my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Some causes require sacrifice.
Acımayacağım sana.
What about people?
For people, same holds true.
So maybe you care to dive in after that sack for me?
You win.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crossed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
You were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
Gel gereksiz insan gel. Nerede benim koyunum? Burası açılmıyor değil mi? Allah belanı vermesin senin geri zekalı kadın. Niye bağırıyorsun? Ama ödüm patladı ya. Ay ben nefret ediyorum senden Tris. Sus. Seninle ilgilenmiyorum şu an, not yapıyorum. Bu yüzden
Free
bayağı...
city of Nowhere. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Mooney thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the sun.
Hadi çık şuradan. Seni
Judging by
konuşmaya
what
gidiyorum.
Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Ay bu geri zekalı için yaptığımız şeylere bak ya. Tam böyle var ya. Önce şuraslarımızı yapalım.
Find the
Ay
parcel?
bir de yorulmuş
Or
gibi
did you
şöyle
get wet for
yapmıyor
no
ama.
reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Ay
Seem to
da.
be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Evet, özellikle
Taking
senin gibi.
advantage of me.
I have.
Evet.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Is that a problem?
By the eternal fire, no. I'm surprised, that's all. Together, I expect you resolve things twice as fast. You've the look of true experts. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon and Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine, full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices, and draw things.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk.
Well,
Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much
şu
luck with
şarkıyı
rats.
çalmayın.
Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness.
Yennefer
Trying to
diyeceğiz.
show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound. And
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
Yenneferciniz.
That's good.
Öyle bakarsın o taraf.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Sen arkadaşına ihanet eden, onun sevdiği adamı büyüyle kendisine aşık ettirmeye çalışan, onun sevdiği erkek arkadaşından hafızası kayıp diye ondan yararlanan bir
The job's done.
bitsin.
Geralt, those
Söylemek
I know
zorundayım.
who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a
Senin
mage,
ağzına tüküreceğim az sonra.
sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
Hadi canım.
Start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
O zaman
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this poor son.
As for I, neither is to leave here alive.
Too late to surrender.
Bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and tricked. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
peki bir şey soracağım. 36 mı oldu? Ne bırakacağız? Ne bırakacağım şimdi ben? Bir Hiçbir şeyi bırakmak istemiyorum. Ya aman. Ha bak bunu bırakırım. Bırakabilirim. Ne
Don't
oldu?
kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay us double. Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
Thanks girls.
No need. Glad I could help.
You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri, and I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Kareen Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Kareen's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, Dejonkir, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
Thanks for everything. See you, Triss.
See you.
How do I find you if I need you?
I live in the bits. Head up the hill past the fish market. Stop by.
Sapay abi nasıl flörtöz konuşuyor, vallahi bak bunu dalarım ha. Döverim bunu ben ya. Bir dakika abicim. Üstümüzü başımızı bir boşaltalım. Ondan sonra göreve gideriz. Nereden gidiyoruz? Şuradan dönüyoruz ve voila. Ne dedi o? Hop. Hop. Yaşam arkadaşım, bu kadar basit. Bu kadar basit yaşama. Şöyle boşaltalım ya. Buzula da o kadar fazla şey var ki. Yavaşlıyor iyice, fark ettiniz mi? Şu eşyaları bir daha hızlı sırala diyelim. Atalım. Tamam. Bu da gitti. Bu da gitti. Şu bakalım, bak bunlardan da şunları bir atacağım. Bonus tecrübe uzun kesme olasılığı. Tamam. Şimdi üstümüzde boşaldığına göre şimdi Corin ablamıza gidebiliriz.
Looking to make some coin too. Hey, what village are you from?
Willows. It's in an area 2 days road from
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Yani.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
Ay babaya bak.
I'm looking for Kareen Tilly.
Well, you've come to the right place then. Kareen is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher.
Evet.
You may enter, call that my whim. The second sword, is it in?
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Ablacığım dur. İçimdeki loot aşkını bir durdurayım, geleceğim.
Put it down, please. That's blood! Don't spill it! Please! Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
Geldim.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood! Don't spill it! Please! Stop! Go away! Leave it!
Way to the next room's blocked.
Basit. Nerede bakalım? Da bu kadar. Allah'ım ilk üstümüze boşaltmışız ha.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid a doll in it.
Evet, kaldı mı başka bir şey yok. Burada kaldı mı? Hayır.
Put it down, please. That's blood! Don't spill it! Please!
Yalnız güzel şeyler bulduk ha.
Leave it!
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
O- Yalan yok, ilk burada bir ara ilk oynadığımda bir böyle bir ürkmüştüm. Çünkü şimdi video panorama yapıp da soru böyle çıkıyor ya.
Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Could tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty. So I moved in. Bigwig from the
Mantıklı.
bank came and bought it.
Boş
I
duracağım
don't
lan.
like bankers, especially not to live with. So I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to. I don't. I won't.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes? Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish. But in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Ben gidelim.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corrine dream of the building's past?
Yeah, pretty horrid apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid. Oh well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
Aferin, aferin. Akıllı çocuk seni. Gene gün batıyor. Güzel bir gün batımı izleyebiliriz. Çık şuradan. Hey maşallah, hey. Durun lan, ne oluyor? Tövbe yarabbim. Bir dakika. Aa, batmış mı güneş? Batmış. Tüh. Ben buradaki abiyle bir dakika, bir dakika.
What are you serving?
Bir dakika. Hadi bakalım hızlıca, hemen hızlı.
Not hungry, not thirsty, but I sure wouldn't mind a round of Gwent.
A round of Gwent. Let's do this. Dum dururum dururum dururum dum dum dararararar. Yapma. Yapma. Yapma. Hayır. Elim çok kötü geldi. Bu bir miktar kötü oldu gibi. Böyle yapacağım çünkü bu eli kaybettik mi? Kaybettik gibi. Niye ya? Ha! Tamam. Tamam, bir dakika. Şimdi buradan comeback yaparsam bana bir hava atsana. Bana bir hava atsana hadi. Bana bir hava at ya. Hava kartı at bana. Bana hava kartı at. Sana diyorum ki bana bir hava kartı at diyorum. Bir dakika, bu kötü oldu. Var ya, az bir puanla. Teşekkürler. Görüşürüz. Bye. Ablam hangisisin bu mu? Evet. O odan da güzelmiş kız. Kelepçenin ne iş? Kelepçe değil, tövbe yarabbim. Kepçenin ne işi var odanda? İnek sütü mü? Abi inek sütü niye oradan çıkıyor ki? İyi hadi konuşalım.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Siri. The woman's name is Siri. I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the waters of oblivion, they failed in her case. Siri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny.
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Hadi paylaşalım.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Siri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Siri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Tabii ki sıkıntılı durumlar.
Yes, I think so.
In that case, I'm listening.
Hadi hepsini söylerim.
It was after her time training at Kaer Morhen. After the moment when Yennefer first called Siri her daughter.
Aa!
We'd been separated. I knew she was in danger. I dreamt of her multiple times. I found her at Stygga Castle. She'd gone there to free Yen and gotten herself captured in the process. They wanted to hurt her. I remember fighting side by side with Siri on stairs slippery from blood. It was the first time she ever deflected a crossbow bolt with her sword. Told her never to try it again.
These memories, they're intense. Do you wish to continue?
Sonuncuyu anlatın.
Then please
Hepsini anlatmış oluruz, ne olduğunu görmüş olursunuz.
It was in Rivia. The Second War with Nilfgaard had just ended. There was still tension in the air. For gods know what reason, race riots erupted in the town. I tried to do something, but couldn't stop a riled crowd. A boy with a pitchfork. He ran it right through my gut. Yennefer lay dying as well. Siri had us carried onto a boat. We sailed to a place where apple trees bloom eternal. She left us there. That was the last time I saw her.
Neresi olduğunda son kitaptan bakarsınız.
You claim the
Söylemeyeceğim.
woman has abilities.
Ama Arthur efsanesiyle alakalı.
She's a child of the elder blood.
A descendant of bloody Falker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
No one in legend transforms into prophecy when it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yok.
No. Can we start?
Natural. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Syria. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Siri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you know?
Nope.
Yennefer wasn't in Novigrad. Triss was. But Siri never found her. Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Kırlangıç. Siri.
A swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Siri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Siri.
Evet. İlk bölümü burada bitirelim. Novigrad rüyası da bittiğine göre şöyle Fistek bağımsız çık şuradan. Evet YouTube, bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Kanala abone olmayı, beğenmeyi, çana tıklamayı, yorum yapmayı unutmayın lütfen. Desteğinizi bekliyorum. Görüşürüz.